Hi guys, welcome to Guide to Stock Market. Disclaimer: the analysis has been prepared for informational and educational purpose only. It is not and should not be regarded as an investment advice or suggestion for any course of action. We are not a SEBI registered advisor. This video is only for educational purpose. And today we are going to see. It's been everywhere, and some of them would have invested in Vedanta. So the news is like Vedanta is going to delist its shares. So, what is meant by delisting and what is the process of delisting? So, we'll go through this in this video. So, Vedanta recently announced delisting and the indicative buyback price they have announced as 87.5 rupees per share. So, what is delisting? So, delisting is nothing but like completely acquiring the shares by the promoter. So, it is not going to be traded in any BSE or NSE anymore. So, that is what is called as delisting of the share. So, let us think, if the promoter announces delisting, will it be immediately delisted from the stock market? No. There is some process and procedures to be followed before delisting of this share. So let us see one by one. So what are the process? So the first process is like on 18th, the board is going to meet up on this delisting, and after the board approval, so the board members come together and discuss whether they can go for delisting of the share or not. Once all the board members vote for delisting, the procedure will be intimated to SEBI. So that is the second process. So after intimation to the SEBI, the second next process is like uh, this goes to the shareholders for in principle approval. So whether they can go ahead for this delisting process or not. If the shareholders voted as yes, then again this will be intimated to the SEBI, like we are going for the proceeding for the delisting process. And what is next? So after this intimation to the SEBI, the company appoints a banker. So usually we call it as a merchant banker. So they fix a floor price for this delisting process. So how they will fix this floor prices by reverse book building process. Okay, it is something similar to like a IPO process. Okay, but in IPO process, it is exactly reverse to the IPO process. In IPO process, the merchant banker creates book building process and he fixes the IPO pricing. Here what happens is like the reverse mechanism takes place, so there will be a reverse book building process. Okay, so based on the reverse book building process, the floor price for each share for the offer will be fixed. Next, so after this, the promoter deposits the amount in this in the escrow account. So escrow account is something like a account where the promoter deposits the money, and from where it will be distributed to the shareholders. Fine. So in IPO process, what will happen is the shareholders deposit the money in the escrow account, and the promoter gives the shares to the shareholders. Okay. So it is exactly again exactly reverse. I mean exactly opposite to the IPO process. So after that, the intimation letters will be sent to all the shareholders for this offer. So it is we will be calling it as a letter of offer. Okay. After this, there will be a bidding process will take place. Okay. Each investors bids for this amount. Like there will be a price range fixed, and each uh, investors or shareholders bid for this floor price. Okay. Okay, till this stage, whether the delisting process is okay or not. Let's go further. So once everyone accepts for this delisting process, so they will check what is the number of voting percentage they have accepted for the delisting process. If the voting percentage is more than 90% of the entire shareholders, then this share goes for the delisting. Else, the delisting process is failed. So it is no longer going to be delisted from the exchange and it will be given as a normal share. For this Vedanta, like you have to see the shareholding pattern. The shareholding pattern will be split into like promoters, FIIs, then FPIs, then RIIs and HNIs. So RIIs are what we people are doing. So the investment, if the investment is less than 2 lakh, we'll be calling it as an RII. If the investment is more than like 2 lakhs, we will be calling it as an HNI. So put together, if all our shareholders, that is the retail investors, say no, this will go ahead for a delisting process because the shareholding pattern is for the total shareholding of these retail investors is only just 7%. Okay, so whatever we say yes or no, it's not going to make a big impact because we hold only 7% of the entire shareholding pattern. So if any one of the FIIs or DIIs or FPIs say no, then this process will go for a failure. So this Vedanta will no longer going to be delisted. So let us see how these things turns out. Okay. So after if 90% of them voted as yes, then the delisting process takes place in the exchange. Okay? And these shares will be no longer traded in NSE or BSE. Okay. Hope you guys have understood what is the delisting process. Thank you. Do watch to our videos and subscribe to our videos. Thank you.